George Miller is the director of the Mad Max series. George Miller, welcome to 7:30.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Sarah.
Just tell me the story of how she came to be on Mad Max, because it's not the most obvious casting in the world. How did it come about?
Well, we were writing the story, and as we went on, we kept on talking about someone like Tina Turner. He was someone in the wasteland who had endured a lot, that was able to rise to the top of the dominance hierarchy, very, very strong, and we just kept on saying, oh, we need someone like Tina Turner. And of course, when it came time to cast, we said, well, let's ask Tina, and we did. We spoke to Roger Davies, her agent, and manager, who was very important in her career, and she said, yes, that's something I'd really like to do. And she was the first and only person we spoke to about the role.
Now, even for a star as big as she was at the time, walking onto a set of an already established, very successful series of movies is intimidating. How did she handle it as an actress?
She's not someone to be intimidated. I mean, she understood everything was difficult. She handled it superbly well. I mean, she's the least thing she was is a diva. We shot in the very dry heat of Cooper Pedy, scenes full of dust and so on in that costume, and she handled that superbly, never once complaining, understood what was required, very, very patient when a lot of us might have lost our cool. And then we shot in Homebush, the brick pits, in the middle of winter in the Thunderdome scene, and it was very, very cold at night. And once again, she just did what was required so well, and most importantly, knew how to, bring people together. She was cheerful, she was funny, and she just somehow, I guess you call it charisma or her authority, infected everybody. It was very impressive, actually. And I don't know. It's really hard to think of her being gone, because she just really honestly seemed indestructible.
What was the difference between the fantastic star Tina Turner and the private Tina Turner?
Not much. Just that, obviously, someone who was able to be very still rather than have all that energy on the stage. She was very funny and warm, and I noticed no matter what the age of the person she was engaged with, she was very, very focused with them, whether they're children or mature adults. Not much difference. I think the authenticity you see on the stage is one that you feel in real life.
Now, she seemed to have a real attachment to Australia. Is that correct? Did she like working here?
Yeah, that was very clear. I mean, a lot. She liked. Somehow she recognised in the Australians and the ethos something that felt very, very good and authentic to her. Roger Davies had a lot to do with that, having been her manager for so long. But when she was here, she kind of understood the crew and how we were working all together. She took some of the people that she worked with here off on her world tour, simply because something about the relaxed discipline of Australians that she recognised. In order to be a performer, they're a kind of athlete. You have to be very relaxed in the moment of performance, and she sort of had that quality, obviously, no matter what came at her.
I think she asked you to go and watch, take part in that world tour, to go with her for a little while, but you turned it down. How much do you regret that?
Very, very much. One time she was at a concert. She said, "Well, look, I'm going around this States for the next 2 weeks. Do you want to come? And we'll talk about all these things." And unfortunately, I was caught up in another thing. I couldn't do it. And of course, it's just one of the many things I regret in life. She, again, there was that wisdom. I quite honestly, even today, and this is a number of decades later, I think, what would Tina do? Or how would she handle that? She was like that. Again, something earned and hard won by the experience of her life. It wasn't glib. It wasn't on the surface. It was really, really deeply inside her.
We've lost someone of a unique quality. George Miller, thank you very much for sharing those recollections.
Thanks, Sarah. Thank you very much. Thank you.